views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
It is what it is, but really
Thaboxingvoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just the body punching? When I was hitting him with body punching, I heard him, actually he was crying in there. You were saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him? Yes. When did that happen? And perhaps the 4th round on?
Thaboxingvoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time? Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
DiBiase Productions.
Making women gestures like, oh.
Let's go, champ.
Losing isn't in anyone's nature, whether you're playing chess, PlayStation, or competing at a high level in sport or in business. And I took my first loss. How to explain that feeling? One, I'd fight in Tijuana and Ruiz's uncle could be the referee and I still whip him. Do you know what I mean? It don't matter to me where it is. There's that aspect. But then there's the other aspect of the British fans that have been riding with me from day one want to see me get them belts back. And I'll never...
Fuck them British fans. Good morning, TBV. You lost them belts on American soil, champ. Come get that shit back. But I like what I'm hearing, man. Yo, every day we got to find a new topic to talk about. And I don't know how I didn't visit AJ's YouTube channel. I mean, he's got some significant videos posted to his channel, give you some good insight. You know, we were speculating so much with that last fight as far as, you know, is he suffering some sort of concussion? Did he get knocked out in sparring? Was he ill? You know, was he partying too much? Bro, but he basically vlogged the whole camp and had a very similar video with the Povetkin camp. I didn't know he was sick in the Povetkin fight. He had the flu. He felt like shit. His hip was hurting him. His knee was hurting him. I mean, all types of things. So, you know, all the excuses we made after that Andy Ruiz fight were just that, excuses. And then he came out on his YouTube channel and said, you know, rumors are just that, rumors. We had an excellent camp. I've never been knocked down, let alone knocked out in sparring. And again, by going to his YouTube channel, you see the comparison to the AJ post-fight video titled Take It In and Apply It. You can see the Povetkin fight and you can see the buildup. And, you know, everything was pretty much the same. It's a guy that he really wasn't interested in. You know, his words exactly for both Povetkin and Ruiz was like, how am I going to get up for this guy? No one is worried about him. They're worried about the next. And I think that's what's different, bro. I know I'm going to sound crazy, flip-flopper, pancake dude, and all that shit, but after watching his video, I'm a little nervous for Ruiz. You know, I swear to God, honestly, I thought yesterday you could have asked me, and I mean, I think I said it yesterday, like, this dude's done. He's a bum, you know what I'm saying? He's going to lose again to Ruiz. But I don't know. Don't get me wrong. Watching the highlights again of that Povetkin fight definitely let me see where Ruiz found his confidence. Povetkin had a lot of success with the right back hook, left front hook, which is what Ruiz threw, but he threw it in combination. He threw it with a higher pace velocity and definitely more punches on it than Povetkin. So I think he used that. And I think something AJ said in that video, he was like, yo, Povetkin was a short guy. I had to get down so that my punches were straight at his level. And I'm like, yo, champ, you never give up your height. So just a lot of weird shit, but the video definitely let me know, like, he's been here before. He was sick before. He was not interested in the opponent before, you know, and he was so proud of that Povetkin fight that he was able to get through it, get the win in the fashion that he did, being sick. He kept saying, like, if I can do it at this level, not feeling 100, then I know I'm elite. You know, because he credited Povetkin for being, I think, 39 or however old he is and being able to do all those training camps for so long and being disciplined. And you know, they showed him going into Povetkin's locker room and expressing all that. But those videos, man, post AJ Ruiz, post Povetkin, so telling. So telling. I actually like the guy more, you know. You know, just him saying he's taking straw. I know this is a long intro. I got to introduce my co-host, but damn, it was so much in there. Not to mention this Sky Sports interview. Anyway, a lot to talk about. I'm excited. I hope you are. Let's get on out to our co-host, Michael Gross in Indiana. But you know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. Let's go.
Dazn Productions.
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it.
Boxingvoice.com.
So when I stop him, y'all gonna say he was too weak. Come on, Mike. He stayed out before he said it.
A man stand up for what he believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it. Boxingvoice.com.
Yo. Good morning, everybody out there in the TBV universe. What's going on, people? What up, Big Nick? What up, Eagaloo 2? What up, Jimmy? But yeah, man, let me go ahead and get to this shit right quick. I told you guys, you know what I'm saying? I was the one out here, head down, feet down, saying AJ wouldn't take a tune-up. AJ wanted to go right into the rematch. And now today, I just watched the Sky Sports interview. You heard it from the man himself. He said, and I'm going to give you a quote. If anybody out there thought I should take a tune-up, they ain't cut from the same cloth that I'm cut from. They ain't been through what I've been through. Who the hell am I supposed to tune up against? Big Baby Miller? Dillian Whyte? No, I'll fight the best. He beat me running back so I can beat him. That's what he said. Those not my words. I'm just saying, man. I've been saying it from the jump. We're going to get a rematch. But it does seem like that the rematch will probably be taking place overseas. Even though he said he want a neutral place, he did say I went to New York off the strength of myself. And so I feel like I can bring it back here, you know what I'm saying, and do it for my people. So there you go, man. But yeah, man, we'll break it down and get into it and really talk about it because I think we're going to have a good debate this morning.
Man, he sounded hella sour. You watch, look, Mike, let's just be real. Mike, or Clear rather. The facts are Mike watched the whole 8-minute and something second interview. I watched the 1 minute 38 second. 1 minute 38 second Sky Sports clip that they used for their article, and it's all I needed. We're going to play it from the top. We're going to break it down. We're going to pause it a bit, obviously, so they don't flag us because, you know, they hate on TBV. But let's get into it, man. A lot of shit going on here. Any day now, AJ.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
No?
0.
No?
Okay, what the fuck? Hey, my nigga Ness over here. Ness over here like
I see the
Damn, now it started. Look, as soon as the video started, I refreshed the fucking page. You believe this bullshit? This Sky Sports, they probably know I ain't from their geolocation and shit. And
yeah, man, they probably want to give you the whole interview to watch.
Yeah, they want to block me. They want to block me.
Give them the...
They hating on the kid. Come on.
Discover
Hey,
the
guess
creamy
what I got, Ness?
texture
Guess
of
what I
new
got?
classic Genovese pesto.
Now they want to make me listen to a commercial.
Guess what I got?
What? Parlay?
He got cooked.
I got it, baby!
You don't call the shots in that sense. You know, it's a team effort. But I see he's been doing a lot of talking about what
Play
he
that
wants.
back.
You know, I see he's been doing a lot of talking about. You know, I see he's been doing a lot of talking about what he wants, but he don't call the shots in that sense. You know, it's a team effort. But it's fine. I don't mind fighting in America. I've done it before. And I'd love to fight here because I had no reason to go there in the first place. I went.
Boom. Let's stop right there. My psychological analysis right there. Like my spidey senses twitched right there. I had no reason to go to America. What the fuck is you talking about? Somebody slap him with the dummy stick. You was coming over here because you was claiming you was a global star. You can't be a global star and stay in the safe haven of your house. That just doesn't work that way. Especially when you had, at that time and right now, another heavyweight that is making his mark and a significant push to be the one true heavyweight. So it was part of your business plan to come here and spread those wings in America like every other fighter. This is the Mecca of boxing. Yes, sir.
So you saying there's no way to be a global star without fighting in America or playing a sport in America?
Don't try to
I'm just asking
don't try to
question,
debate me by using this wide blanket or net. Don't say sports, say boxing.
Okay, I mean, I'm just
that's
asking.
what I know. I don't know football like you. I don't know soccer. I don't know none of that. I know boxing. So if you want to talk boxing, tell me you want to talk boxing.
So you can't be a global star without boxing in America?
You know what, Mike? I'm not a genius, so I don't know, but I'll ask you a question then. Won't you name a star?
With a question?
No, because I answered you. I don't know the answer to that, but I'm going to ask you one now. It's my turn to ask you a question. Won't you name me a star that became a global star and did not fight in America? Go ahead, I'll wait.
My boxing knowledge is not that deep, but I'm pretty sure I get a message or two here in a second. So I'll let you know.
Cool. Let's go back to the tape because this is where it's at.
Yeah, off my own back. So for the rematch now, I would love it to be in Cardiff. However,
so I just want to get your interpretation of off his own back. Like, what do you mean? Like, I went to America off my own back. Like, we weren't begging for you to come. It was the other way around. So, like, you was trying to make your mark here. You was trying to make your mark. It wasn't like we were begging, so he was like, I came on the strength. No, that don't make no sense. Like, that's the exact opposite of what really was being pushed in the media.
No, what he's just saying is he could have stayed over in UK and fought, pretty much what he's saying.
I mean, could he, when the other two top heavyweights were continuously saying that that's all he wanted to do was stay there because he wanted home court advantage? Fury kept saying how he went off and fought in Germany, how he went off and fought in America, how he takes on the lines, but this guy wants to be safe. And Wilder said the same.
What lines? I mean, I know Fury went to
so Fury
Germany
ain't go fight Vladimir Klitschko when Fury fought him wasn't a lion?
Both guys fought Vladimir Klitschko, but since Fury came back, he ain't really...
Wilder's not a lion?
He fought one line.
All right.
He fought one out of five.
So you just went around the block to say the same thing I said. He fought two fucking lions. Come on, bro. And we already went through this yesterday.
I said since he been back, bro. Like, you can say that, like, before he had his coke binge and his return, but since he been back, he fought one tough guy.
Okay. And together, how many he got? We've done this yesterday in terms of elite level win, secondary win. Fury, no matter what anybody wants to say, is up there, champ. He beat the prime Vladimir Klitschko with a 12-year reign. He beat Chisora.
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on a minute so the public knows what he's done. He beat,
I'm pretty sure they know what Fury did.
Derek Chisora twice before anybody thought about beating him, and he beat Hammer before anybody. He stopped Hammer before anybody thought about stopping him, and then he fought Wilder to a draw. Okay, so when no one else wanted to fight Wilder, let's just be clear. When everybody was, picking and choosing how to fight him and what price to give him, he said, "I'll fight you. I'll go to your hometown, and I'll take the less money. I'll take least amount of money. Not the least, wrong word, but I'll take the smaller
I'll take
share,
60-40.
smaller share of the pot.
I'll take 60-40.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't try to play Fury out. Does he do
Fury
this
out,
bullshit?
I'm saying,
Does he do the bullshit?
Looking at AJ resume is better than Fury's.
What?
Yes. Parker, Vladimir, Dillian Whyte, Alexander Povetkin, four top 10 heavyweights right there.
Yo, you know what?
Hold on. All current and active. He's not fighting Safari. He's not fighting fucking Tom Swartz. He's not fighting Otto Wallet.
Very good point. You know what? I'll concede. I'll say I lost.
And I bet you Andy Ruiz beats all four of Fury opponents since he's been back. Besides Wilder, he beats Swartz. He beats Otto Wilder. He beats Farah. He beats the other guy's fucking name.
Does he do it like Fury though? Does he do it in the amount of rounds? Does he get hit with the amount of punches? No.
Against Safari and Swartz and Otawala? Boy, yes.
Nah.
Yes. All right,
bruh, yo, Styles make fights. Andy Styles.
I'm just here to give you my point. I mean, we can agree to disagree. That's your opinion.
So we disagreed.
It's going to be on neutral grounds. Ruiz is the champ, so he will kind of make some calls as well in that situation.
Ooh, what does that mean? I thought he was contractually obligated. I thought he knew what he had to do. All of a sudden, this fight was happening in the UK for sure. Now all of a sudden, Ruiz is the champ. Ruiz is the one to get to make some calls. Last I checked, this was supposed to happen in the UK, but then when Ruiz said, I ain't going to the UK, every publication, including this article on Sky Sports, uses the Dillian Whyte fiasco or scandal and Ruiz coming out, quote, tweeting that article saying, I ain't going to the UK just because of that. And all of a sudden, there's been no talk of UK. I mean, obviously, Eddie keeps saying front runner. But in this particular interview, Mike, you're going to hear something very important that I see that I don't think you paid attention to it because you phrased it differently, and I don't know if that was by accident and you did hear it. But to me, AJ gives away the fact that this fight is definitely not happening in the UK or America.
It's neutral. It's neutral ground.
Yep. He was hard on that. He wasn't like, I know he goes back and leaves it open for the UK, but he said this fight is happening on neutral ground.
But I'm gonna, battle for it to be in the UK because it's my stomping ground. I've done one out there, so let's do the rematch here, and I think it'll be amazing before the year's out. And
I done went out there. Let's do the rematch here. I just don't get, like, if this was any other fight, right? Not your, coming to America. If it wasn't your promotional company, putting your face on Eddie Murphy and making this big deal about how you are going to take over. If you didn't say you didn't come to partake, you came to take over, that would be different. It would be okay for you to tuck your tail and go back to the UK and hope to get this fight on your territory. But when you talk tough, you must do tough things. So doing tough things is coming to America, failing in your debut, and coming right back in front of those same Americans and saying, hey, I'm not a fucking punk. I'm right back at it. I'm going to try again.
Yeah, man, you can do that. But I think, I don't know, man. I just think that they see it a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? They want some of the home court advantage in their favor. And I mean, I can understand. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get your belts back, so trying to stack everything in your favor. So it is what it is. But I'm glad to see that it seems like both guys won't be at home. You know what I'm saying? For this fight, they'll be at a neutral site. So that's always good, and it's good for boxing because I don't know if we ever had something like this.
It's funny how Adam Smith even knows the home court advantage is an advantage, right? He's like, do you want to bring him to the wet, slippery streets of Cardiff in front of 80,000 as an advantage? I'm like, yo, shut your ass up. That shit ain't happening in the UK. Nah, but if it does, I don't really care. I'm just grabbing onto headlines right now, trying to get people upset. Doing the research for the show, I'm actually excited again. And like I said, I flip-flopped. I'm not sure if Andy could do it again like I wasn't sure in the first fight. Just looking at, hey, Mike, do you know that from watching them YouTube videos, he reminds me of Ivan Drago. And I know Ivan Drago lost. He lost. But the way that we were introduced to Drago as this machine, as this dude that when he's training, they're leaving no stone unturned. I mean, I seen video of AJ getting his calves, biceps, waist, thighs, everything measured after a fight. I mean, after a workout. Like, the dude walked into the ring with brand new Under Armour boots with little Dr. Slippies underneath him. So the bottom of his soles don't, like, that team is thinking of every possible scenario. They're covering every stone. The dude was getting acupuncture. He got a masseuse that comes in and is doing like there's nothing he's not doing. And I think that the biggest thing that he didn't do, that he himself didn't realize, was he couldn't get up for the fight. He did say that on the video. So what's different in this fight and what's making me flip-flop is now he can. Now he got a reason, you know? But what's even spookier is that he says, bro, y'all ain't gonna believe me, but 2 or 4 years ago, my uncle told me, he put a fucking list. He said, these are the top heavyweights. Andy Ruiz is a upset king. I said, damn. All this shit's coming out in retrospect, and I'm like, you know, nice little things to put out there, but in my optimisticness, I'm like, what if that's true? What if 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 2 years ago, someone really told him that shit and it came back full circle to be reality? Like, that's also in his mind. But those videos were so telling in a good way. In a good way. Like, bro, the way he was training in Miami, I mean, I don't understand what went wrong, because if you compare that video to the Povetkin video, he was sick in the Povetkin video. He wasn't feeling good before the fight. He even said it, like, I had to take a coffee. I don't think there's any coach that will recommend you drink coffee before a fight. And he said he took coffee before the Povetkin fight just to get mentally up. Stimulated was the word he said, mentally stimulated. I'm like, damn. So if he had to do all that for Povetkin, and you know, obviously the difference, Povetkin was older. His right hands and left hooks weren't as fast and in combination as Ruiz. So Ruiz was able to capitalize what Povetkin didn't. Povetkin did land uppercut, left hook to buckle the shit out of AJ, but that third punch never came, where Ruiz was throwing 3s and 4s. Again, it's going to be a good fight, but I think that little things, if he stopped giving up his height, like the fact that he thinks in his mind, yo, it's hard fighting a short guy because, you know, I can't punch down, so I got down so I could be on his left. I'm like, no, nigga, you getting down. That's why you getting hit with the left hook. Probably that left hook be landing on your elbow if you wasn't squatted down to the size of Ruiz and Povetkin. So I just think that there's little things, and like he said, right, he's got that other video. He says, my loss from my side is 2 months ago. They already assessed it. You know, he said, we watched the tape. I know what we did wrong. That's why we activating the immediate rematch, you know? Even in the one from 2 weeks ago, he talks about that. It's called Take It In and Apply It, Anthony Joshua. And I want to say this. We keep talking numbers here. My God, this dude got 436,000 subs. 436, that's like 70 short, 60 something short of 500,000. And he's bringing in almost 5 times the amount of views. I mean, his last video from 2 weeks ago, remember, we talked about Daniel Dubois, which is a fight. It's action. And in 3 weeks, that's at 1.7. This man in 2 weeks is at 2.6 million. We haven't seen numbers like this since Mayweather McGregor. We haven't. His other video from 2 months ago was at 3 million. And I'm just like, whoa. I'm really like, whoa.
Yo, first thing first, AJ should definitely stay out of Miami. I know Miami is a great place to go and visit and vacation, but it's not a place that I would consider as a training camp place, especially for a guy who's out of town or out of country. A lot of distractions, a lot of things that'll keep his mind off the fight. So I think that's a big, possibly a big reason why he lost the first fight. And also one thing,
I just want to jump in to get more out of that. So you think he was out partying or mingling? Because if you watch the video, he says the exact opposite.
Yeah, he's supposed to.
In this video, he's like, yo, we came here, we set up camp, we had everything we need within 20 minutes. So it was all day work, all day, you know, in the house. So
I went all day now because he had a video of him down in Miami.
I'm about to explain. He said it was all day in the house, or we went out on walks. Me and my guys, I like this, something new. And then they show footage of him like just walking, which I was almost afraid for him. I'm like, yo, that's just too many dudes of color walking in Florida, making noise at night, street lights on. I mean, I got nervous for real. But I thought to myself quickly, they all got AnthonyJoshua.com uniforms. Hopefully someone, if anything would have hit the fan, because nothing did hit the, shit ain't hit the fan. But if anything would have, hopefully someone would have noticed them suits and like, all right, these guys are some sort of athletes.
They not in Dade County or like Liberty City. They in South Beach. They on the rich side.
No, I hear you, but that's exactly the reason why they would probably get harassed by the police.
I'm sure if they're there, the people know who they are. But one thing
they
that
called
I
them
did
Johnson
see,
on TV. I don't know that the local police will know his name either. Just, The truth is the truth, We talking about Reggie Miller. He's a celebrity and he gets cue cards.
I know, but sometimes when like celebrity come down there, like the local police is like notified. The hotel tells them and shit like that. But
I mean, he wasn't staying at a hotel though, champ. That was obviously a B&B or a rental home. Like it was a home, a mansion.
Okay. One thing that I did see, he said that Rob McCracken will still be in his corner, and
yep.
Everybody that think that he should got rid of Rob, but he's not going to do it. But he did say,
he did insinuate something's coming though. He did insinuate there's going to be some help.
I think he being kind of facetious though. He said, I still got to hit up George Foreman to get some of those tips from him. He said he wants to train me or manage me. Now I don't know if he said it I took it as a joking manner, but he could have been serious.
Definitely, man. I'm telling you, based on these videos, he's a jokey guy. Like he's a cool dude, man. You could tell he is. Watching all them videos, I was wondering to myself, like, can they loosen him up? Because there was some montage clips, boy, of him working, and I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Can Ruiz take them shots again? You know what I mean? Can he do it again? Is it going to play out the same way? Like, he went down the first time. Is he going to be able to get up? Bro, this dude is big and strong, man. He big and strong. When they show him and Rob McCracken doing the pad work, I'm like, whoa. That motherfucking jab left hook is fast as hell, too. People call him slow. I don't know, man. I think the biggest knock he got is the people think he's robotic, and that's what I meant by can they loosen him up? Are you muted, buddy? You muted, buddy. This nigga stay.
I said the biggest thing for him is that gas tank. Like you can do all the training, all the shit you want to do, but if your tank go after 5-6 rounds, nigga, you in trouble.
Bruh.
That's been the case in the Povetkin fight, been in the Ruiz fight. Not so much in the Parker fight. He did look like he was okay in that Parker fight, but a couple of fights, man, he looked like he could be getting kind of tired.
Bruh, what's up with that? Because what I did notice in all these videos, homeboy trains like a machine. They got him. They got him in the pool. They got him in the pool. Like he warming up for the fight with bands on. He doing neck rolls. Like he got every machine. They're measuring his calves and his thighs and his biceps. Like, yo, his food is being measured. What's going on? Like, how is he not
measuring his calves and shit?
Bro, they measured his calves, everything. Like after the workout, I'm like, damn, they ain't put. And that's how you do it. Not for boxing. I never really seen that for boxing, but like, yo, if you're weight training, you want to see gains. So you measure when you start and you measure as you go to make sure that you swelling up. But yo, you a boxer. I don't know what that was. Maybe they was trying to reduce, and they was probably trying to reduce some of that side muscle mass, and that's what they measuring for. I don't know, but they were measuring. He was in the pool. He doing laps. He doing sprints. He got another he throwing medicine balls. It's like, how are you tired doing all of this? And you look like that. What is going on? What is going on? And, I got to go back to that UCAD banned substance list. There's rumors on World Boxing News that this fight is going to happen in Saudi Arabia. And I obviously want to get your point before we go out to the calls because that's a location that Amir Khan did very well. There's rumored he did like 7 million euros they gave him.
Now that makes sense, man. It makes sense now because Eddie Hearn was supposed to be a part of that Amir Khan deal, but after a little while, they just backed out of it. But they didn't think that it's something that they want to do. But maybe they came with another proposition for Eddie Hearn for his own fight. So that's definitely a possibility.
According to the article on World Boxing News, they have been told. World Boxing News understands that Saudi Arabia has made a late bid to stage the Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua rematch later this year. After weeks of talks since their shot first bout at Madison Square Garden, a venue stalemate had threatened negotiations. World Boxing News revealed New York was initially agreed as the stage for the second bout, which was contracted once Ruiz stunned Joshua June 1st. Streaming service Dazn, who owns broadcast rights, insisted on Madison Square Garden for the return. Eddie Hearn, on the other hand, Joshua's promoter, was keen to give his man home advantage in the UK. Ruiz, Mexico's first heavyweight champion, was unequivocal in his instance. Britain would not be the host. This was made all more final once Dillian Whyte tested positive for a banned substance before his victory over Oscar Rivas July 20th. Both sides were deadlocked. An alternative of Saudi Arabia has now emerged late in the day. World Boxing News believes the country is now the favorite to secure the Ruiz versus Joshua 2 for November or December.
I got a quick question for you.
What up?
Should Canelo have taken that Joshua deal? Because even though that the zone wants it to be in the United States, it seems like Joshua and Eddie has a little bit more say-so since they're not under contract.
Look, you can say that.
It's a little segue, just a quick question.
No. What I'm saying is, it's easy to say that now because we're watching it play out. And for Joshua, the upset caused another big fight that the zone is interested in. But before the upset, they were looking at Joshua Wilder. It wasn't much more than that. For Canelo, he locked himself in because think about it. Like, how many of those Daniel Jacobs, Jamal Charlos, Gennady Golovkin pay-per-views are going to make him $365 million? You're talking about a guarantee. You're talking about signing that paper, and if you get hit by a car, your family is good for the rest of their life, their children's life, and possibly their children's life. $365 million is a lot of money. If let's just, they taking 40%. So he still got hella dough. He could live off interest. His kids. It's just a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Like, yeah. Floyd made $250. Yeah, okay, but it's Floyd. Who could Canelo would have had to think out the box. He would have to go find a McGregor, go do some crazy shit. Like, and it's no given guarantee that it would produce that money. So it's like, yo, you got $365 million. Plus, they probably, if they gave Gennady $22 million for the fucking Rose fight, what you think they gave Canelo that for that first think about our offer fight? Let's remember that. It was like, here, fight Rocky Fielding on our channel while you think about this big-ass offer we giving you, because the 365 ain't got nothing to do with that first fight. That's 10 fights. That first fight was the go think. How much do you think? If he moving up in weight, and it was the first boom that motherfucking DAZN could make. And they gave Steve Rose opponent 22? Shit. Canelo probably took home something big for that. I'm just going to throw a hunch, at least 30. If you could give Triple G 22 for fucking Rose, what was it, 22 or 14 or 15? Some crazy big shit. It was big.
I don't remember.
Well, remember the deal was, oh my God, Google it. I thought it was 22 for the first fight. 22 for the first. I remember Coppin just putting that like 22 for the first fight, and then the possible big fight with Canelo. Maybe the chat says something. I don't know, but I could have sworn that.
He got 15 million.
Okay, so if they gave him 15 for that tune-up out of Canada, man. What you think they gave him? They gave this other one for taking on a world, not world title list, but an interim title.
Regular title. I think it gave him about 20, 25 million at the most.
I like the sound of 25. I don't like that 20. Like he ain't 5 million more. That like, come on. Nah.
Yeah, I understand. But
look, they gave Triple G a 6-fight deal.
It's like 40 million.
That it ain't nothing like.
100 million.
Yeah, it was like 100 mil. So like, that's 265 more. No, I think they respected Canelo more. I'm telling you, Canelo's in there. He there. He good. That's why.
But one thing I did want to say
making these fights.
Going back to the Saudi Arabia, man. I don't know if you watched the Saudi Arabia fight with Amir Khan and Billy Deal. The production and just like the entertainment value outside the fight was awesome. They had Rick Ross on that motherfucker. He did like 3 or 4 songs. Then they had Tiger walk out Amir Khan.
Tiger?
Tiger.
The rapper?
Yeah, walked out Amir Khan to the ring. So it was just like they really went all out and paid the extra money to have those guys come over here. Because Rick Ross actually did like a little mini concert. He did like 3 or 4 songs. Like I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? So it's not a bad look for that fight to be in Saudi Arabia. And if it's at the same arena that Amir Khan was at, it's like invite only. You know what I'm saying?
What?
That's what it looks, bro.
So fans can't even go.
They had recliners on the front, on the first row. It wasn't like
what the
seat.
Fuck?
They had like the movie recliners, bro. For real. They were not bullshitting.
Oh my God, it's an 11-hour and 40-minute flight, man. Population is only 32 million.
You would think that shit. We should have like a faster means of transportation now, shouldn't we? Like,
bruh, I'm telling you, no.
It's been around a long ass time. Like,
hey,
damn.
Mike, think about it. The fact that the planes that they just took off the runway because some shit happened was from like 1940s. What the fuck is going on? Like, why they not building new planes? Like, you know what they done? They took the seats out and made slimmer seats so that you could fit more chairs and be slightly more comfortable. Like, flying is easy, the safest form of travel and this shit. It's like, bruh, won't you make it better? Like, why you only going 500, but anytime y'all late off the runway, you could go 700? I just want to smack a pilot sometimes. It's not fair. It's shit mad, and I'm 6'5". None of them shits don't fit right, and we got to be up here for 5-6 hours. Anytime you're trying to go anywhere decent, it's 4 to 6 hours.
11 hours, nigga. Imagine.
Man, that shit. Yo, I hate flying, bro. I'm telling you. They need what Elon Musk, whatever his ass was trying to build, man. Get me some hyper warp shit, man. Snap. Think about how old but think about how long ago the Jetson was, bro. How is it that the Jetsons 50 years ago was doing everything we still can't do? And we in 2020 damn near, bruh. Yo, I just want, from the Jetsons, I don't need the fly, I don't need none of that shit they got. I just want the little closet. I forgot his name. What was his name? But he used to just go in his closet and get a haircut. He go in there and it's like, boom, his shit, it wasn't even no clippers come out. It just be like, bam, his shit shaped up. Which brings me to the video. Oh my God. Man, this nigga need to fire his fucking barber.
I don't know what he's doing.
No. Let me rant. You ain't bring it up. How you flying this motherfucker around? He's cutting you on TV. He finishes and you look like you started. That wasn't a shape. He said, I just want to shape up. And that shit was not a shape up. That shit was off. I mean, people get on my shit. Bro, that shit is bad. He needs to come get a haircut from a Dominican with a Gillette. I mean, just that Andis Clipper ain't doing it for him, bro. He looked woofed out with that fro he had. Bro, no.
Barack, man, y'all closer to him than we are.
Damn, yeah.
Take him to Brooklyn, man. Get him a nice haircut or something, bro.
Get some sharp shit, man. You see Barack shit be like, that mustache, that goatee be on there. You know what I mean? AJ shit was looking correct. I'm just keeping it real, bro. But that's what we do. We critique shit, man. We go out a little bit outside the box.
Nigga had like the little widow's peak and everything. I'm like, what the fuck?
Two of them. I'm like, bro, I thought you just sat down for a shape up. Yo,
No, but the Saudi
yeah,
Arabia
I know I
still.
opened it up because my hairline is fucked up, so I know I opened it up for.
Yeah, I don't wear
I got a
no.
haircut. You can't really see it. Anytime I get a haircut, it looks better.
Yeah,
But
my hairline don't
that's
come
the
out
point,
the
though. Look
cut.
at my motherfucking gold tee. Like my Dominican get in there with the. I took Mike. Did I take you? I know I took everybody else. Mitty,
Yeah.
Daniel, everybody, Ron G, everybody, bro. Like you gotta sit down with a Dominican, bro. You need a Gillette. If the dude ain't got no Gillette, you need to get up and go. Something wrong.
Well, what's the Gillette?
Straight edge razor.
I don't know. I
I
if
know a
it's
lot of
Gillette.
black
Mine
dudes.
got like one of them old school, the ones that like fold up. You know what I'm saying? You unfold it and shit.
Yeah, the one that fold up with the single edge. I know a lot of black dudes don't do straight edges because of hair bumps and shit. But
That's all I use.
I
nigga.
used to be sensitive. I just did like laser 12 times.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, fuck that shit.
That shit hurt though. I remember seeing your ass used to do that laser shit.
If the barber would shave me straight edge the wrong way, I would get bumps. I ain't with all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga right here looking gorgeous. Unlike AJ with that fucked up. That shit look like a Mario Brothers one-up mushroom.
But damn, so if it's 11 hours from here, that means it's like 14 hours for Andy?
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But it won't matter if it was a day for Andy. They gonna pay him boatloads.
Yeah, they gonna pay him boatloads.
If they gave Amir Khan, let me see, double check the article, but I thought I read $7 million.
$7 million, yes. To fight
Was it
Billy
pounds
Deal.
or euros? They deal in pounds, right?
Bro, don't give me the fucking line. I think they deal in the Emirates or something, whatever.
7 million pounds.
Nah, 7 million pounds. So, and that was for Billy Dib. That's like a dude, what? Billy Dib was 126 when he fought Tevin Farmer. So 30,
Yeah, but it was
35, 40,
before Nair Goat or whatever.
What?
What's that guy's name? Goat?
Yeah, it wouldn't matter if it was a replacement. Billy Dib is still 4 divisions below him. He still was 26, 30, 35, 40, 47, 5 divisions.
But I didn't want to make it seem like he got the money for Billy Dib. Like he was contractually obligated to fight that Goat guy, but Goat had an
I'm sure, Mike. I'm sure, but what? You think that the promoter was just like, yo, Goat pulled out and we ain't gonna lower your purse, or we ain't gonna raise your purse? They might have. Mike,
I believe it's the same exact purse that he was gonna get for go out, and they were just like, since you already signed, and you are the reason why we're doing this. Like you are the reason why we're having a event on in Saudi Arabia. Like we did it for you. Yeah, he got the same exact money.
Dog, just let all that shit echo in your head one more time. That's exactly why he probably got more, because he could have walked. Anytime you do a fight in Dubai or Saudi Arabia, you doing them a favor. They don't get that. That's why they go all, Monaco don't get it. That's why they go all out. Don't you get it? So Amir's opponent pulls out, I'm going over there to fight your boy. Gawat was your boy. You paying me to make Gawat famous. Don't you get it?
No, Ness, you don't get it.
All right, tell me.
You don't get it.
I must have missed it.
Why would I fight Terrence Crawford for $6 million and then say no to a $7 million payday against Billy Dib? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Mike, again, that was the secondary negotiation. Just think about that. The same way
it was first dairy, but he was getting $7 million for Gawat. It never changed.
Exactly. You don't know that, neither do I. Don't lie. You don't know that, neither do I. What?
Which
article?
One second. I see an article. I ain't
Which
got
article? The same one I sent you?
1 second. I ain't got to argue with you. I will send it to you.
Anyway, while you're doing that, the same article says that a huge high-profile heavyweight battle will certainly be worth well into the 8 figures for Ruiz and Joshua, respectively, in Saudi Arabia. So that is the point of all this, that if he got 7 million pounds, these dudes going to get crazy money. It is just my belief. I don't know what he's going to bring up as facts, but I'm just saying, if they paid him 7 for Gawat, I mean, if they were giving him something for Gawat, that purse could have went up or down, because he could have just walked. He was doing Gawat a favor. Nobody ain't never even heard of that dude. And I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I'm just copying Mike. Yo, all right, I'm gonna give you more time, Mike. I'm gonna go out to the callers, and then you find that you could prove me wrong. You know, I'm not saying I'm right. I just believe like, could have negotiated same way, motherfucker Andy Ruiz and everybody was negotiating when AJ needed an opponent.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Going out to alumni status.
Straight to the point for those with attention deficit. I'm so repetitive, so I gotta repeat. Stainless from the street to the deep. I'm coming with that heat. All you need to know about me, I'm coming with that heat.
Yo, TBV, what's good?
What up, what up?
You know me, man. Fresh on that wake and bake. It's good to hear they still discussing it and hear some more shit about it. But
speaking to the mic, Stainless, you went out.
Yo, I thought they were supposed to be announcing what if the city or the country was going to be in like last week.
Bro, every week they announcing it, bro. Every week they closer. Every week they know, man. Every week we getting more and more rumors is all I see, but I like it.
Man, I'm trying to like it, man, but it just got that. I mean, it's like I'm trying to stay positive, so I know it's gonna happen. But it's giving me that vibe of that Joshua Wilder, you know what I'm saying, negotiation where it's just a couple of days away. It's just and it should never happen. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna stay positive on this. You know, I think there's a better chance of it happening, and I'm ready for it. I've been thinking Saudi Arabia, maybe Monte Carlo, since the beginning. So, you know what I'm saying, we'll see. But that's all I really got on that, man. I tell my children, even reasons sound like excuses to me. So all that talk about this happened and that happened, you need to stop with that, man. You know what I'm saying? Just talk about preparation for the next fight. Don't keep, you know what I'm saying, languishing on what happened in that last fight.
To a fight like this, bro, you got to realize what went wrong, how it went wrong, and why it went wrong.
Yeah, but to talk about how it went wrong and why it went wrong, like with when Wilder fought Fury, you know what I'm saying? It went to a draw. Wilder said, I know what I did wrong. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give excuses of what happened in training camp, and none of that shit matters. You know what I'm saying? If you know what you did wrong, you know what you need to fix, that's good. But to keep talking about all the other rumors and controversy that everybody else apparently has brought up except you, as you saying.
Cut it.
Stainless, as you can see, everybody ain't Wilder, because during the fight, AJ was asking his corner, like, hey, man, what do I need to do? Like, what I need to do, what I need to do. So apparently he was looking for some kind of guidance on what he was doing wrong.
Mike trying to calmly
just giving people facts, man. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say something and I don't know the facts behind it. So when I say something, I'm gonna go get it for you, because I remember doing all this.
Did you find mines before I go to the next caller? Because I don't want to go to the call and then interrupt you.
What happened?
I thought you was finding something in the article.
I put it in the chat already.
You sent it to me. Okay, I thought you were going to
read
it.
Let me put it back in the.
No, I thought you was going to read it. I thought you was going to read it.
YouTube chat. I want everybody to see it. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Why can't you just read the quote? You say, I got a quote for you. I got a quote for you.
Just the headline. Amir Khan would be stupid not to take $7 million purse for fighting Goat.
But Mike.
So look, hold on. $7 million for Goat. The same exact thing he got for Billy Deal. Why would you try to go up more for Billy Deal? It's an easier fight.
Well, again, this also said rumored, you know, so that's the issue. But whatever, it don't matter. If he got $7 million, the whole point of that argument was that the article also states, actually it says we're making a whopping $7 million, so that ain't rumored. And it also states that they would make an 8-figure, well into 8-figure purse, which is Ruiz and Joshua, and that's all we were stating. All we were trying to,
So you fucking right, they will.
Yeah.
They gonna make big money over there, but like they ain't about to get what Amir Khan got. Hell no.
And that's all I was saying. That if he got that for a dude 5 divisions below.
Oh, okay. So
and you was like, yo, nah. And I'm like, bruh. Again, I think he could have got more because no one knew Guat. I never heard of that dude in my life. I've been doing this for a good almost 10 years. I never in my life heard of Guat.
But listen, Nash, he got $6 million or $5 million for fighting Crawford.
Yeah, but listen, Mike, you are the only reason all these rich people are gonna be here. That's when you could squeeze now. Oh, Guat is out? Oh, I could squeeze.
What you want to squeeze though,
what
bro?
Another fucking
$7 million?
Another million.
What nigga who not gonna even touch you in the ring?
Bruh, let me tell you something. We're gonna talk about this in our next show. It's already scheduled. It might push back an hour. I do have to handle the dogs, but Daniel Jacobs made 12.5. Okay? Derevchenko is being rumored to get the same offer Canelo offered his ass for Golovkin. He getting 5.5. Canelo was giving him 5.5 to fight Canelo, and like I told y'all yesterday, they ain't want that Canelo fight. So now they gonna take the same money to fight Gennady because he older, is more winnable. But my point is, look at the difference between Jacobs and Derevchenko money versus Canelo and Golovkin. 12 and 5, huh?
I was gonna say, how much did Jacobs get for Golovkin when he fought him?
Man, I don't know.
He won 5. But yeah, man, I would have did the same thing if I was Derevchenko.
He was the B-side, man. He was.
Why would I get $5 million for Golovkin and Canelo? I need about $8 million for Canelo.
What are you talking about?
Why would I get the same price tag for fighting Canelo as I do Golovkin?
And that's cool.
If I'm getting 5.5 for Golovkin, I need 8 for Canelo.
But you ain't 8, bruh. You ain't even half of Daniel Jacobs, bruh. And that's my point. All right, we're gonna talk about
that. Then, dog.
Exactly. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it in another show.
5.5 is easier too against Golovkin.
Bruh, it's just sad. It's just sad. You see, like we both flip flop.
I can't get mad at Luke though for doing that business though. Like that's good business right there.
Let me just say my point.
But can we save it though for the next show?
I ain't gonna be able to remember it. We both flip flop when we want, because when I want, I will take that similar stance with Crawford. Now here you are, all of a sudden talking about you ain't paying me enough. Drop the belt. Ha ha ha. Look at what you saying. Drop the belt. Ha ha. You ain't paying me enough. Ha ha ha. Drop the belt. That's crazy. You say that in any other scenario, and people be throwing eggs at you.
I'm not saying Canelo like here, man, give the belt up. I'm saying
that is exactly what you said. You said
no, I'm not. I'm saying from a Lou DiBella perspective.
But who else is dropping?
Lou DiBella perspective. Can I finish my statement, or are you gonna cut me off and just jump in? From a Lou DiBella's perspective, if you're gonna give me $5.5 million for Golovkin, my fighter needs $8 million for Canelo. If he's not gonna get that $8 million, Canelo, drop that belt. It's business.
Okay.
Simple as that.
So now you see that your entire statement is based off retrospect. We obviously not gonna do that show. I ain't wasting my time talking twice. But your entire statement is based on retrospect because he didn't know he was gonna get 5.5 for fucking Golovkin. That was a secondary negotiation. That was after failed negotiations.
Lou didn't know. Lou ain't doing back channel deals, bro. Come on, man. Lou probably been out here talking to Tom Lofton.
Yo, you know what? You know what I want to understand too.
If we don't make this Canelo fight, then y'all probably gonna be next up.
Yo, let me ask you this. And I'm not trying to debate you anymore. Now I'm just like curiosity, right? Like we having all these disputes on DAZN over money and getting these fights sealed. When ain't the money coming from one place? So think about that for a minute. Why is the DAZN?
What you mean money coming from?
Yeah, who the fuck is doing the offering? Who the fuck?
Probably, I think.
Because why is I don't get it. Like, why is Oscar offering Derevchenko if it's the DAZN paying? Like, I'm lost here.
Is it the DAZN paying out of the pot, or is it Golden Boy using some of that money that the DAZN gave him?
My nigga,
vice versa for
you tell me, because they damn sure. Listen to me. Canelo damn sure not saying to himself, so I got $365 million. Out of this $365 million, I got to negotiate fights? You crazy?
Nah, ain't doing that.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. who is paying Derevchenko? And it ain't Canelo, it ain't Golden Boy, because if you ain't got pay-per-view money with Canelo no more, and all you got is gate money, how the fuck you giving Derevchenko $5.5 million off the gate? So who is paying these dudes? And I'm like, I'm not trying to be a smart aleck. Like, I'm honestly asking the general public so you can answer it for me. Because from my understanding, Canelo's paid already. They gave him $365 million. All he got to do is he get marching instructions. They tell him, look, this is what we want. So who is offering this money? Because that's who fucked up the fight. Whoever offered Derevchenko 5.5, then turns around and offer the same 5.5 to Golovkin, you are the one that needs to be fired. That's just the bottom line. And where is that money coming from? Because it ain't coming from the gate. Because we just seen, what did Tyson Fury gate do with 5,000 tickets?
He ain't do, I don't know, like he ain't do that much, he ain't do that good, like 500,000.
500? Damn, I thought they did some millions at least. You serious?
Billions?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. Listen, I ain't trying to make nobody. Oh no, you're right though. I think it was something like 800,000. No,
I'm finna say it was in 100. It wasn't no meals, nigga. It was 100,000.
So there you go. How you paying? Who is paying Derevchenko? Is it DAZN? And if it's DAZN, why are they offering him 5 for Canelo and 5?
Can it be DAZN when Oscar came out and like backed the guy?
But that's what I'm saying. Where would Oscar get the money? So he just got it in the bank and he's like, all right, every time Canelo fights, I'm going to just waste 8, 12. Who gave? Obviously, because look, think about the Jacob negotiation. I'm not signing with DAZN if I don't get the Canelo fight. So it was a fight that ain't on pay-per-view. So there's no pay-per-view money to make for the
I'm thinking though, look, Ness, like what I'm thinking.
I just want to know who paid.
If Oscar is putting on the event, he gets everything now. Like Canelo no longer gets concession, no longer gets.
Cool. So you think that?
I'm trying to make it right, nigga.
And listen, I'm laughing, but I'm not laughing at you.
No, I know.
I'm trying to soak it in and say that okay, hot dogs, beers, tickets are gonna generate the 5.5 to pay Derevchenko plus money for Golden Boy to take home and pay Eric Gomez and fucking Monica Sears and like
you got merchandise and you got
what shirts? Canelo shirts?
Overseas TV too. DAZN don't get overseas TV.
You're right. So we get
they make it overseas TV though.
We gotta
they got certain territories.
Yeah,
but
we gotta add in. We gotta add in other paper, Canadian paper. No, because DAZN is in them territories.
Not UK.
Not in the UK. So that's it. But DAZN is in Canada and they in Japan, and that's what they've been bragging about. Oh, you get to get watched on all our what's the names. And when Canelo fought, they was like across all their platforms. I don't know, man.
They gotta be giving Oscar some of that money for the overseas TV guys. Y'all can't take all my fucking TV rights. Y'all got my US rights. Y'all want all of them?
I don't know. I just don't know where. That we need to get someone on smarter than us. Who is paying his money?
Need John Skip or like Frank Smith back on.
Who's paying his money? Because I'm just saying that's who's fucking up these negotiations.
True.
It ain't Canelo. Like,
we knew when Canelo when he came out and apologized to everybody. Like, I was like, I was shocked. I never seen him.
But he's apologizing, blaming Golden Boy, which again brings the conundrum of where are they getting that money? How are they making it back? Like how are they in the green and they just gave Daniel 12.5? Like, I don't understand.
The tickets weren't cheap down in Vegas, I tell you that.
Yo, bruh, forget the tickets, Mike. The production, again, that's why I'm saying DAZN is when we was there, you and I were saying those words. They all in, bro. Look at they spent so much money on stuff. Just stuff in general is all I can categorize it for. But like everything was Canelo and Jacobs throughout. Paraphernalia, like posters. Just so much. It's so much to talk about.
Yeah, we stole the background.
We ain't steal it.
I mean, we used it. I mean, I ain't saying we stole it. We used it.
Exactly, because we did not take it.
We ain't taking it home with us now.
So yeah, man, I don't know. Interesting, bro. Look, and I had reached out to Eric Gomez, but they
That
can't
nigga
talk.
said we ain't steal it. No.
Yeah, nah, I ain't steal it, bro. Karma's a motherfucker. I don't steal. Anymore. Yo, let me go to H Money on the boomerang, man.
What's going on, H Money?
Oh shit. Where's that?
Boxingvoice.com.
It's money to shit. Working that bitch. Ballin' like Swish. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the work.
Hey yo, what's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. Dazn, the Boxing Voice 2019 Rookie of the Year, and I want to talk about Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua. The first fight was a classic. That's numbers never lie. With 13 million views in less than 6 months for this fight, it's amazing. The biggest fight in the history of social media views. You feel me? I mean, Anthony Joshua, he can bounce back. Floyd Mayweather said it. A true champion can take a loss and come back. And I'm just going to say it live on the Boxing Voice. Andy Ruiz got lucky. I mean, let's look at the history of boxing. When Hasim Rahman knocked out Lennox Lewis, another fellow UK heavyweight champion. What happened when the rematch happened? What happened in the rematch? Lennox Lewis knocked him the fuck out. And guess what? Andy Ruiz, he's going to get knocked the fuck out by Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, he's coming back next. He did what everybody said he couldn't do. Oh, he wouldn't come to America. They hiding. They don't want to come to America. Came to America, took his loss like a man. And he will come back. He will come back, sign a rematch clause in less than a week. Unheard of. Unheard of. What's up, Mike?
Being, you know what I'm saying, being president of the Money Gang, how do you feel about Saudi Arabia being a big player and possibly getting this fight over there in Saudi Arabia with AJ and Ruiz?
That's a big fight. Big fight. Either Saudi Arabia, Dubai. What about Dubai?
Cut it.
I think we need the Money Gang to go over to invade Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying? Can't smoke though over there, I don't think.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Last time I checked, I was the man on these streets. They call me residue, I leave low on these beats.
Got diarrhea.
Yeah, was good.
What up? Good morning,
champ. Was good. Good morning. Hey, you guys took forever to get on. I'm already starting work and everything.
Are you working now?
Yeah. But man, this is kind of the same old, you know. I keep on hearing the same old about Anthony Joshua and the fight's gonna be set. Like, I don't get it. Just do it. Like, pick a place. Andy Ruiz, you should be more lenient with it. Like, you did win in America, but AJ still got that contract, so she still really owns them belts. So let him have what he has and beat him how you need to beat him. But I'm still like Ness. Like, you say Anthony Joshua might just get it this time. I feel the same way. He might just get it. You never know. He knocked him out the first fight one time. But you never know, man. This is a big fight. And, you know, but I'm still not going to pay for the zone. That's my call.
This nigga sticking to his gun on that damn zone shit. Who gonna take goddamn me Earl versus a Canelo on the zone for you to buy it?
Going out to Rod and 870. Talk to me.
What up, Rod?
Hey, what up, man?
I got a super chat from you right quick, man.
Hey,
I'm going to read. You have to win in America as a boxer, period.
Yeah, I think when you referring to other sports, Mike, it is not the same because soccer is a sport that's worldwide. Every other major sport is in America. But in boxing, to become a superstar, you have to win on American soil because you have America's the biggest country for one. That's where you make the most money, and then Mexicans are probably the biggest boxing fans in the world, even over UK fans. So in the history of boxing, I think you have to come over here in this sport alone to become a champion. Real quick before you guys cut me, the perfect scenario for this AJ fight, and I like what I'm hearing, is a controversial draw. And the reason I say that is because AJ can save face without losing, and his fans will say they thought he won the fight. He have a good showing. Maybe each fighter get a knockdown, make the fight entertaining, so everybody won't be pissed off. Ruiz get to keep the belts, and he has successfully defended his belts as a draw. He could go fight Wilder. AJ can go and rebuild himself on some wins, and then Wilder AJ fight would be just as big, a year or two down the road. I think that would be the perfect scenario. I never wanted a draw, but I actually want a draw in this fight.
Rod, thanks for calling in. We're going to go out to a special treat. We got Spencer Fearon from the UK, Sky Sports pundit. What's going on, Spence? Can you tell us anything about this Saudi Arabia bid? They're saying it's a late bid from Saudi Arabia, and that's where this fight could happen. We're hearing AJ on this latest Sky Sports interview tell us that the fight's happening on neutral ground, but he still would like it in Cardiff. But he was pretty firm on that stance that it's happening on neutral ground, man. What are you hearing over there? Where they got you working at?
And good morning, Mr. Fearon.
How you doing, bro?
Good afternoon, brother.
Good afternoon. You're right.
Yeah. I heard that the fight is gonna take place on neutral ground. I heard about Saudi Arabia last week. One of my really good friends from abroad told me that they're looking to try and put the fight over in Saudi Arabia. And the reason being is like if they could stump up the money, so you never know. And in like Saudi Arabia, I don't know if you ever worked out there in the Middle East, they work at their own discrepancy within their own time. But that is the talk. But neutral grounds or not neutral grounds, it's a great fight. The last fight was an excellent fight. Forget about the upset, forget about AJ losing. The fight within itself was a really, really good fight. And I think all the controversy behind it, or the fact that AJ losing, is taken away from the fact that it was a really good fight. I don't think it's taken away to the fact of what Andy Ruiz accomplished. And as we're seeing recently, like I saw on Fight Hype, like he just bought a new house and stuff. I love seeing things like that, to tell you the honest truth. So, but we don't know exactly where it's going to happen. It's still up in the air. I spoke to a couple of AJ's advisors yesterday, and they're not too sure where it's going to be. But I don't care. I just want the fight to happen. I don't want that fight to happen this year, and may the better man win.
Now, I was telling Mike, man, doing the research for this show this morning, I went back, watched the fight. I watched a bunch of AJ interviews that he released on his own YouTube channel. And we don't understand why there's a stamina issue. There's so much highlight clips of him working out, doing, the unthinkable. I mean, in a video I watched, they're even measuring his calves and biceps and thighs after a workout. Like, he swims, he runs, he's got strength trainers, he's using electrical machines, like, how is it that this guy's stamina is in question?
I think his stamina is in question. Similar to in the 80s and early 90s with Frank Bruno, when you're built in the way that you are built, the muscle mass that AJ has, and he is a very, very muscular heavyweight. You got to say that he's most probably the most defined heavyweight in the world today. So when you're built like that, unless you are fighting to be a steamroll kind of person, like a Ken Norton kind of showed up defense, popping out your jab kind of fighter, you can get longevity in rounds because the oxygen, you're reserving oxygen, which you need to circulate to the muscles. If you're fighting like how AJ fights, and he's very muscular, very well built, as the rounds go on, it will start to take its toll on you because of the muscle mass that you have on your body. You got to think, AJ's gone up in weight some 18 pounds since when he first turned professional. That's a lot of weight. You know what I mean? That was a stone and a bit in UK terms. So that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of muscle definition. But I think when it comes to the thing of stamina, I believe that stamina is often psychological. Because if you hear it enough, oh, you got a stamina problem, you got a stamina problem, or when the rounds get late, you may start to tire. I think you can kind of put that in yourself, and the suggestion you make to yourself is far more powerful than the suggestion made by others, unless you listen to the suggestion made by others. And maybe he's listened to the suggestion by others that he cannot actually maintain, he hasn't got stamina, and then all of a sudden now he believes that he's got a stamina issue.
How's it going, Mr. Fearon? Michael here.
How you doing, bro? How you doing, Mike? You good?
I can't complain, man, at all.
I'm sorry that Manny Pacquiao beat Keith Thurman.
Don't be sorry to me, man. Keith Thurman's this guy, man. I was going with Manny. You know what I'm saying? I picked him on the Thursday night flagship show, but I wanted to know how much money do you think it would take for Saudi Arabia to come in and steal this fight from the U.S. and the U.K.?
How much? Well,
yeah, how
allegedly,
much money,
I heard allegedly. What did Ruiz get for the first fight? $5 million.
Somewhere around there.
And I think he's meant to get 15 for the return. That was in the contract. That's what I hear from good sources. That could be wrong. You know what I mean? That could be wrong. But that's what I'm hearing. That's what I heard. I think for Saudi to come in and take that, maybe 100 million. Because AJ needs to be rewarded because he's AJ, right? But his stock has dropped since losing. But regardless that his stock has dropped, there's intangibility to say, well, what if it was a what if kind of moment for him? We're not too sure. Andrew Ruiz should be financially rewarded if he's going to go to Saudi Arabia. And I mean a good piece of money to go out there. So I think maybe 100 mil could do it.
Gotcha. And from the Sky Sports interview, AJ came out and kind of gave everybody who thought he needed to take a tune-up fight in between, kind of like came out and like shut all of that down. Were you in the mindset that he should take a fight in between or go right back into the rematch?
Right. Yeah, well, I'm going to say this. Anthony Joshua is actually a friend. So I'm not going to say anything derogatory about Anthony Joshua. I'm going to give an opinion, but my opinion don't mean nothing if you don't want to listen to it. But I'm saying, me personally, if I was Anthony Joshua, we saw in the Ruiz fight, and I just watched the fight. I had the next was on the phone, and me and him was going through the fight. And the fundamental mistakes that Anthony Joshua was making in the fight, it's not Anthony Joshua's beaten men because he's been more athletic than them. Not because he had a better technical brain. He was just up against somebody who actually had a better technical brain than him. Reason being, and this is no disrespect to Rob McCracken either, because Rob McCracken has been a very, very good trainer, but Rob McCracken's greatest asset as a trainer, not just the success that he had with the GB squad, but was the success that he had with Carl Froch. Carl Froch wasn't a technical human being as a fighter. Carl Froch was actually tougher than most men, apart from Andre Ward, who could outskill him and was a very tough man. So if you look on that, then I'm saying that's not really a good concoction together, because I think Anthony Joshua needs to be more skill-based. Not saying Robert McCracken can't teach him the skills, but I think he needs to be more loose, more languid, more fluid with his punches, and not throw every punch trying to knock out the opponent. Right? And not just flick out the jab. Anthony Joshua needs how to stab with a jab in the correct lightness to assert authority with the jab, similar to a Joe Lewis, I reckon. Similar to a Lennox Lewis, when Lennox Lewis used to pop it at his jab. Similar to Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes would control the round with his jab. So, just for instance, Anthony Joshua goes out, he knocks out Andrew Ruiz. He knocks out Andrew Ruiz. If he hasn't corrected the fundamental flaws, or the lack of learning, or the aptitude of learning, what's going to happen is 2 more fights and he's going to lose again. So there's certain things that he needs to correct, and it's been a short space of time for him to correct him, then you're going back into a rematch. But what I am saying is, when he knocked down Ruiz in the third round, if he'd have stuck to being at distance and being able to trigger his jab, I don't think he would have got knocked down, and then maybe he could have beaten Ruiz. But right now, Ruiz is riding on a crest wave higher. So it's going to be very, very difficult to knock that guy off of his crest wave. But I do believe that Anthony Joshua can win the rematch. But even if he does win the rematch and he doesn't correct the fundamental problems in his fighting technique, he will come a cropper sooner rather than later.
Do you think that he should try to bring somebody in to go with Rob McCracken, or do you?
Of course he should. I'm saying, bro, Mike. I've been saying this from day dot, from he lost. I'm saying, listen. Me personally, you're gonna know when you've got real excellence around you. Now, sometimes you got guys just around you in the camp, old timers around you in the camp is gonna rub off on you. Old timers whispering over certain things to Robert McCracken, not trying to take over, but just whispering things over to Robert McCracken will help him raise his game. If he had James Toney to me was the idol guy for, even though they didn't have the same fighting
James
style.
Toney was a bad man.
Right. But just for little inside work, little taps to the body, bringing for the tap straight up with the uppercuts, someone like a James Toney in there, I think would have suited Anthony Joshua.
Yo,
but we seen that with Freddie Roach going with Ben Davison, and they had like a little back and forth, and I don't think Freddie's gonna be back in Fury's corner again.
You know, well, regardless, they don't. Let me tell you this, right? Freddie Roach is entitled to his opinion because he's looking at who's this young kid coming. He can't tell me nothing, right? But in this game, you got to respect everyone, and everyone is in their position because they've earned it. Regardless, we don't think they've earned it. They have earned their position. Everyone is where they are because they're supposed to be where they are. Whether they can maintain it, that's another thing.
So, Spence, in retrospect, we've seen a lot of heavyweight fights this year. A lot of heavyweight fighters in action. Has your opinion of any fighters changed now that we're 8 months into the year?
Yeah, my opinion has changed greatly on Deontay Wilder.
How so?
Seriously.
How so? And obviously, who else?
Since Deontay Wilder knocked out Brazil in the way that he did, my opinion of Deontay Wilder has gone up in estimation. And him personally, like he came to London recently, I just missed him because I had to do an interview down at the same place. I had to speak to the kids. But he came to the Appleby boxing gym in Brixton, and Brixton's like the real hood for the young kids. And he came down there, and he got shown a lot of love. Him and Dillian Whyte's brother, Dean Whyte, they had a conversation down there, and it was all love. But I missed it because I was driving down there, and I just missed those guys. But I rate the fact that Deontay Wilder came to Brixton. Brixton is an iconic venue and place for the community, for the hood, and he came down there. So I got to give Deontay Wilder all the credit in the world. I salute Deontay Wilder for that. But yeah, Deontay Wilder has gone up after that knockout. We're waiting to see this Dillian Whyte saga, but Dillian Whyte's gone. Well, he's gone up in my estimation because he'll be able to box a bit more better. I rate the fact for that, but I just hope that this supposed scandal that's there that it doesn't alleviate his situation, and he can.
The B sample.
Yeah, I hope so.
Hold up. Speaking of B sample, man, I can't let you. You brought up Dillian Whyte, so you were the one to tell me and others that you heard Reva's pop. You actually, you told
100%.
other people. You told me don't say nothing, so I ain't say nothing. Then I seen videos about it. I'm like, it's out the bag, but there's no articles. There's nothing. Like, where's this Reva's popping at?
Let me tell you. I'm gonna say it to you. I was told from a very, very top ranking official that Rivas popped. Right? This is what I was told. the first person that I spoke to was a person called Ed Robinson, who's a senior producer at Sky Sports. I said, I've just heard that this. I don't know any truth in it, but this is what I've heard. And then you sent me a text saying, will I come on the show? And I said, and I sent you the message. Did I send you a message? No, I phoned you. I said, I've heard that Rivas. I said, I heard that Rivas has failed the test. Now, I said, I don't know how true it is, but this is what I've heard. So, I've told you, but I said, don't say nothing yet because I just want to get it all sorted out. But first spoke to me and they said, well, is there any truth in it? So I said, listen, I don't want to get sued or nothing, but that's what I've heard, that he failed the test. Now, me saying that now, oh man, the UK press ran with that would not like it spread like wildfire. And hence why I didn't really want to get out there. But because I was there, I'm saying, well, two things. I have a proper relationship with Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte's my guy, right? Like most of the fighters who come out the UK, you know what I mean? Especially if you're from like the hood, you know what I mean? You're going to know me and it's all love and like we're going to have a relationship. So I've got a good relationship with Dillian Whyte. I've known him from a kid. I refuse to believe that he would take any form of performance-enhancing drug unintentionally or intentionally, because I know how stringent he is. So when I'm seeing like you failed the UCAD, not the VADA, not the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association one, which is affiliated with the WBC, didn't fail that one. You know what I mean? He failed the UCAD one. Now this is right. Now I don't understand how the WBC could strip him when he's passed their test.
But that's irrelevant. Where's the B sample at? What's up with UCAD? Where the B sample at?
Wait. You say you're going to me where the B? What am I? What am I? The police? What? Am I going? I don't know where it is.
I mean, you his boy. Listen, he popped for Dynadol. That shit you ain't getting contaminated by that. That's illegal. How the fuck he get it in his system?
What is Dynadol? What is it for? Is it a weight cutting?
You know what Dynadol is? It's something that they refuse to come out and refute. You know, this reporter alleges that he popped specifically for this, but Dillian Whyte and his team, Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, do not want to get the B sample tested to prove that there's no such Dynabol in his system at the time. Instead, they have this meeting in secret.
Ness, what is Dynadol? What is that? What does that help
steroid.
You do?
A steroid.
For what? What does it help you do though? It's a steroid for what though? You got steroids for loads of different things. I'm on a steroid right
Performance
now.
enhancing. Performance enhancing. That's all we need to know. That shit helps him out.
No. But what does it make you do? Does it make you run faster? Does it give you more oxygen? Does it make you punch harder? Does it make you train harder?
Pulling it up.
What kind of steroid is it?
I'm pulling it up.
All right. Go on. Pull it up. Come on, selector. Pull up the thing. Where is it?
Spence, I do want to ask you how normally when these guys over in England have a problem with UCAD, how long does it take for the B sample to get released?
Look. So
I know for a fact that B sample only takes 48 hours.
Look, It says Dynadol, among others, is an androgen and antibiotic steroid medication which is mostly no longer used. It is also used non-medically, which is how fighters are using it, non-medically for physique and performance enhancement purposes, and it's taken by mouth, okay?
Well, come on. We all know it wasn't for physique purposes.
Bruh, he said on audio he cut 30 stones.
I'm joking this. I was just saying how you look in the ring.
This thing helps you lose
30
weight.
30 pounds. You can't, if you lost 30 stone, you'd be dead.
Whatever, you know, we shouldn't be using stones over there anyway. Y'all, if y'all boxing, y'all should be using pounds anyway.
Look, mate, it's called the English language, son. Remember that.
Bruh, I just want this B sample. I mean, he talking about 600 days with the WBC, 600 days on that B sample. Everybody want to put light on why the WBC get involved? It's not even their test. Why not? Because it's fucking fishy to have a meeting on the night of the fight, allow a fighter to fight while the B sample still ain't tested, there's no results. Come on, it's fishy. We gonna do our own investigation. You damn right. We don't need no VADA to tell us something is going on here. We can smell it.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, but they want to say, no, WBC sticking their nose in. They went for VOD. No, it don't matter. It don't matter. That's what's cycling shit off. We need to know. We need to know.
Bruv, what I'm saying is this. You know what I mean? I'm going to say this. I don't think Dillian Whyte intentionally or unintentionally would take, especially something that
I
got to take
hope not, Spence. Let me tell you, from the bottom of my heart, I hope that he didn't, because I want that Wilder fight.
Me too.
And I know that you do not. You do not. most of your picks are right, and there's no way, no fucking nightmare I'm gonna
90
have
seconds.
that says that you woke up one day and picked Dillian Whyte versus Wilder. So I want that fight, and you don't. Why? Because your fans.
Mate, how can you tell me what I want and what I don't want?
Because I know.
Oh, he's
I
definitely
know.
he's
I
good
know.
at this pitch. He tells me what I want and don't want all the time.
Friend, you don't know. I'm telling
when
you
it comes
now.
when it comes to any fighter you picking versus Wilder, I know you don't want it. You seen what happened to Brazil and Stavern? He'll be the next one.
Brother, and I saw what Tyson Fury did to him as well.
Huh?
I saw what Tyson Fury did to him as well.
And you trying to tell me that your boy all of a sudden is gonna become a boxer?
Oh yeah, speaking of Fury, what do you make of this Otto Wall and Tyson Fury for September 14th?
Let me tell you this: Tyson Fury, no matter who he fights, Tyson Fury.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Who's Tyson Fury and who's Ottawa Wallin? Why are we
I
talking
don't know
about
who
dudes?
the guy
Why
is,
are we
but
talking
listen,
about
God bless
dudes
Tyson
in the
Fury.
top 50?
He's
Why are we
gonna
talking
get-
about dudes in the
Tyson
top
Fury's
50?
gonna get $20 million for
You
that
said you
fight.
don't know
God
who he
bless
is.
Tyson
But
Fury.
God bless Tyson Fury.
God bless Tyson Fury. I love Tyson
God
Fury.
bless MTK Global, okay?
Yes, they doing
God
a good
bless
job with Fury.
MTK Global for coming up with that. I don't know what you guys drug Bob Arum, but when you got him that deal.
10
Listen, man,
seconds.
you guys, let me just tell you this, man. Bob Arum is a very smart businessman.
He was
knowing
drugged that night.
All the other heavyweights are all taken up, and we're paying Tyson Fury this money, so we need to pay guys as minimal as possible. He's got the Wilder fight. Hopefully, when Wilder comes out successful against Luis Ortiz, and then he's got that fight, and then if he beats him, then they got everything in their pocket. So they're willing to give away that money right now, because they know they're going to cash in off of the back end when they make Fury Wilder 2.
They ain't cashing in on nothing.
Right.
We advising Wilder to walk on, move on. We don't need that fight. We don't need that fight.
You're going to like your fighting. Like I'm saying.
I'm Team Wilder. Listen, and that's why I brought this up. After 8 months of 2019, I'm just sitting even better in my position that he is the best heavyweight in the world. A year ago, they called me a fanboy. This year, all of you guys can see clearly now. He kills people, and the rest of you guys struggle in the ring. Adam Kovnacki went 12 with fucking Areola. Derek Chisora somehow is still in the top 10 30 years later. Bruh, Wilder would kill Stavern and Areola and fucking Derek Chisora, Dillian Whyte, Oscar Rivas. Look, Dillian Whyte popping, allegedly, and still looking like dirty clothes on a hanger on a fucking Saturday night in the 12th round, bruh, with normal dudes. Normal. Wilder's not normal. He's not normal. He shows us that. He knocks you out through the guard. AJ getting hit clean. What's going to happen when he get punched by Wilder? No. All my money. Listen, Floyd, I wasn't smart enough when Floyd was fighting to always bet on Floyd. I'm smart enough this time. I made $347 or $447 on that draw on Wilder Fury. I knew what was going to happen. 2 months before. I took that draw money 2 months before.
Yeah, but regardless of that, Tyson Fury beat him.
Yo, moral victories, they don't get passed out in America.
Well, they love him over in the UK, though.
Tyson, I know,
hey, yo, Spence, Tyson Fury beat him, and he sold 5,000 tickets and gave away 1,600. Yeah. The world really thinks he beat him. Meanwhile, Wilder fought Brazil, and so what? Like 14,000? And had a viral video? Come on, stop it. You can't fool Americans. You can fool the UK. He ain't here putting on clown suit. Tyson put the clown suit on to my Apollo Creed.
Tyson Fury should have got the decision.
Listen, man. You know what Tyson Fury should have did? The immediate rematch. What did Anthony Joshua say? Anybody who told me to go get a tune-up, which Nesta Gibbs told him go get a fucking tune-up because he's a franchise. He'd be better suited. He could be better suited. But he said, anybody told me to get a tune-up, you ain't cut from the cloth I'm cut from. And neither is Fury. Fury cut from that cloth that I was given. That go big.
Wait a minute. Tyson Fury
didn't take the immediate rematch.
Hold up. Tyson Fury fought 2 men in the comeback after being out for 3.5 years. 2 men that he wouldn't even hire for sparring, and then went to America and technically dominated Deontay Wilder.
Bruh.
Hold up.
You can pan it out however you
want.
want.
Signed to a TV network, a big one. You ain't getting bigger than ESPN. He's signed to ESPN. He's getting $20 million. 20 odd.
That's
20
right.
odd
That's
million
what the
a
UK
fight.
does best. That's what the UK does best. Let's talk about money, not fucking fights, not skill. Let's talk about money. That's what you no, that's exactly what you brought up. You brought up a network and how he's getting $20 million to fight people nobody want to fucking see. We do not want to see that.
Because Tyson Fury is technically better than any heavyweight in the world.
Technically better.
Is he technically better than Deontay Wilder? Yes or no?
Listen, Tyson Fury could be the Mayweather of the heavyweight division, but he got to get in there and fight.
Wait. Is Tyson Fury the best technical heavyweight in the world today?
He got to prove it.
No, is he the best technical heavyweight in the world?
Because everybody's technique is different. You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about? Everyone's technique. His technique's 10 times better than Deontay Wilder's.
I mean, listen.
You're gonna give me that? I'm not dissing Deontay Wilder. I love Deontay Wilder. Before any Deontay Wilder fanboy trying to get on my dick, I love Deontay Wilder.
Last I checked, Deontay Wilder knocked out this technical guy you talking about. Last I checked, Deontay Wilder hit him so hard, his father and brother said, we don't want him in the ring with him no more. That's what we heard. Then ain't the audio out there? Last I checked, Paris had her whole face closed.
The worst thing ever for Deontay Wilder is not pushing for Tyson Fury to get an immediate rematch.
Bro, that was the worst thing Fury could have done. You know why? Because he got more time to forget how hard Deontay Wilder punched. The longer the time goes away,
any kind of level. Like at least Wilder's fighting top 10 guys, top 15 guys. Like he's not fighting guys on any kind of level.
Top 10 guys just from last week. He weren't fighting them originally.
Yeah, hey, yo, you know what I like though? You know what I like, Spence? You know what I like?
Top 10? Give me a break.
Hold on, champ. You know what I like? I like how you switched it. We were talking about Whyte and how you would not pick Whyte versus Wilder, and you went to Tyson because that ain't your dog. You know why you went to Tyson? Because you know Whyte can't get it done. No. Tell us the truth. You went to Tyson because he can't get it done.
I'm telling you this now. Let Dillian Whyte get past this drugs bullshit first before I say anything.
Bruh, Oscar Rivas put him down. Oscar Rivas put him down in the 12th.
And you're not listening to what
11 for whatever.
And when he comes up, if the fight gets announced for him to fight Deontay Wilder, then you will hear my opinion on it. But I'm always going to back Dillian Whyte because he's my guy.
We're going to hear your opinion before the fight.
Real quick. Let me change something real quick. How is my guy looking, man? Anthony Yarde, man. August 24th.
Oh, man. He's got.
How we looking over there, man?
We got 19 days to go.
Yeah, he's got his public workout today. I spoke to Tundi about 11 o'clock today, and they are buzzing and raring to go. Yesterday night, Tundi phoned me very emotional, just talking about the journey that he's been through when he had that young kid, Otu Saba, who was meant to turn pro with Floyd, and it all went wrong for him. And he's saying, look at that. And that was like 5 years ago, and it was me, you, Otu, and Anthony that went out to Vegas. Nobody else didn't come. Right now, everyone's riding on their dick because you know what? People are sitting down now and they're becoming believers now. Like, shit, maybe he can beat Kovalev. And I'm trying to tell people Kovalev is an old drunk, right? And on top of that,
you going all out for your friends, huh?
Listen to me, Kovalev. All that for my friends.
Nah. Fuck all that Kovalev and y'all shit. Mike coming with these fluffy ass questions.
Hold on, bro. I want to know, bro.
No. We want the real.
I'm invested, bro.
Mike, we want the real, and this is we gonna forget. He gonna get off the phone. We gonna forget.
Go on.
What's the real? What the fuck is going on? Because last I checked, my friend Michael, that's his name. Okay, that's his name. He ain't gonna lie to me and tell me his name is Spencer Fearon just for shits and giggles. Why the fuck are we finding out that Dillian Whyte brother is not his brother, that's not his name, and why is the fucking UK okay with that shit? How the fuck is it okay for a grown-ass man to change his first and last name, walk around here making interviews like your name Dillian Whyte? What do he call himself? Lamar White? Dean White?
Brother,
come on, that's not right. That's crazy. That's shady, man. Especially to come up right now. That's weird. That's weird.
Let me tell you this now.
What you gonna tell me?
as far as I'm concerned, and I've known Dillian Whyte since he's been a little baby, right? That's his brother. Right? Now, whether it is a spiritual brother or a biological brother, that's his brother.
Okay. Hey, listen, man, Spence. One day, me and you gonna be brothers, bruv.
No.
But I'm not changing my name. I'm not changing my name. It's not gonna be Ness Fearon.
Ness. Listen to me. You're my brother. Because you love boxing, I love boxing, so you're my brother.
Exactly. But I'm
Cain
not changing
killed
my
Abel,
name.
right?
But I'm not changing my name to Fearon, bruh.
Well, listen to what I'm trying to say to you. I don't know nothing about that. So I can't even comment on that.
Bro, what you mean? There's interviews where his name is Dillian Whyte. Like,
that's his name.
There's another interview with Coogan where his name is Lamar Scott and what's the boxer's name? Dillian introduces him. He's like, yo, this guy right here, this bruv is like my brother. He said, it's like. There's a video going around.
Bruv. Hear what I'm saying to you, yeah?
A lot of fishy shit happening. That's why we ain't going to the UK for the rematch. Fuck that. All of a sudden, the referee gonna be AJ's brother too, Mike.
Hear what I'm saying to you, yeah? As far as I'm concerned, that's his brother.
Yo, you gonna continue. He gonna die. Yo, just become my friend. I want you to be my best friend. Look how hard he go for his friends. If he calling Kovalev a drunk,
now no one can't talk bad about you in front of me.
Yo, how it goes. You let that security guard pour water on me, Spence.
Yeah, but you did. That's a punk ass move. I ain't gonna lie to you. But the thing about it is this, I confronted that security guard, and he told me the reason why he threw the water on you because you was taking the piss.
Taking a piss.
And I'm saying, bro, you're taking liberties.
Taking a piss.
You gonna make this English man come dash water on you here in America. And I know the rules are different in America. But I'm saying, like, boy, if that was in the UK, and I'm there with my boys, and a man threw water on me, a big security man threw water on me,
it was,
irrespective of his skin tone.
I'm your
brother. It's on.
I'm your brother. You should have walked up to him like, yo, why you doing that to, a person of color, a minority out here working. All he was doing was trying to do his job. And you took the piss on him.
And I did say exactly that.
Nah.
And he said, nah, bruh, he was taking the piss.
Stop deflecting, man. Your team over there looking shady. That's all.
Man.
They looking
weird.
Hey, before we let you go,
knockout Kovalev. Believe that.
How, though? Right? How is he going to get it done?
How's he going to? I'm going to tell you he's going to get it done because he's the younger, fresher man. He's got more desire. There's no alcohol in him. His mantra is lines in the camp. My only fear is when he eats that meat, he's going to get intoxicated with all the alcohol that is inside of
That's my only fear. He loves food.
Is he bringing his own food? Is he in Russia already?
No, he's not in Russia already. He's had a public workout today at the Peacock Gymnasium. So you're going to see the videos up in about an hour. He's keeping his head down. He's doing his work. I know they're going to go out to Russia, I don't know, maybe a week before the fight because the journey from UK to Russia isn't that far. But to be prepared for any eventuality. And I think Tundi's the right guy to be prepared for any eventuality. And I think they're going to bring the right game plan. I believe that they are. And it's the truth. I'm that guy. I'll back my guys. If you're my guy, you're my guy. You're not just my guy in good times. You're my guy in bad times as well.
Absolutely.
But what I'm saying with Anthony Yard, there ain't going to be no bad times here. I've seen him grow as a young man. He was a little young cub. And then he became a young lion. And now he's a lion.
So he's winning by knockout?
He knows that he's going to knock out Kovalev, brother.
Body shot knockout.
He's going to knock him out. I don't even know if it's going to be but I know he's going to knock him out. I know that fight ain't going 9 rounds. I'm telling you, 8 or 9, Anthony Yard
when did they get to the
new
UK?
WBO light heavyweight champion of the world.
When did they get to the UK, Spence?
Who get to the UK?
To Russia.
I think a week before, maybe 10 days before.
Oh, so there's no time difference?
17.
No, it's the time difference is what is it? Russia. I think it's about 3 hours or 2 hours difference. It's not major, but I know how Tundi is. He prepares for every eventuality. You know what I mean? And what the mind can conceive, the mind can achieve, and they live by this. They live
So
by it, brother.
early
I'm telling you.
stoppage. I mean, mid to what is it? One
Nah,
through
I think he's
6.
gonna stop him around 8 or 9.
Okay, so you're saying 7 through 12.
Yeah, 7 through 12. But I think round 8 put the pressure around 9, close the show. And my only concern is the rowdy Russian fans are going to be so disappointed. They may riot out there.
Are you going?
No, I'm not going.
What? Happening lines
I'm
in the
not going.
camp.
The reason why I'm not going is because I'm away with my children. You think, damn, this guy flies out a lot. Yeah, I'm away with my 6 weeks holidays in the UK right now. So it's the summer break. So I'm taking my kids on a long holiday. So I'll be out in Turkey. Then from Turkey, I'm going to Singapore with my children. So yeah,
Damn,
they
Turkey,
live in
man.
life.
I had a layover in Turkey. That thing looks amazing.
What part of
Listen,
Turkey are you going to?
Turkey, yeah, the Turkish main airport is the largest in the world. This is crazy.
Bruh,
Crazy.
man, it
Crazy.
felt like every woman in Turkey was thick.
Okay. Well, I'm going with my wife. I ain't looking for no woman, but it's all good.
No, I hear you, bro. Listen, Spence, let us get to some callers, man. You've been great.
Yeah, man.
Find out what's up with Lamar, though,
You
man. Tell him we
guys.
still
I
want him on the
love.
show.
Yeah, the boxing voice. Keep up the good work. Later.
You the man.
All right, Spence, man,
We
be easy.
got pound for pound on V. Talk to me.
What's going on, R&V?
What's up, Water?
Hey, R&V.
Yes, sir.
He got cooked.
Okay.
You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me,
Tell
son.
Broner stop ducking. He could get the fight. He could get the fight, and it could be on pay-per-view. He could get the fight, and it could be on pay-per-view. He's just a talker.
Hey, bro,
He
give
just
you
a
them
talker.
sound bites, boy.
He just a talker.
Who got cooked?
Keith Thurman.
He got cooked.
He landed the most punches on Pacquiao, but he got cooked. Y'all crazy.
Do your thing. Do your thing, Mike. Hey, remember, I support mine. What you did to yours? Bootleg. Now, like I was saying,
I believe yours
when I heard the beginning.
Hey, you wasting your money for
That's
yours.
right. We pay for the we support our black people. Oh, all right. So
look at it. We support our black people. It's like that.
Support the white man. The thing that I was listening to the beginning of the show when Ness was breaking down the way Joshua was talking, the arrogance still in Joshua's mouth. Like at first, I was kind of rooting for him to come back, but I hope he get knocked the fuck out. He don't deserve the belts. He don't deserve none of his glory. He need to sit his ass down and start fighting real champs and be humble. Cause his ass talking like I decided I did a favor to come to the United States. Motherfucker, you came to the United States because the paper over here. Don't get it twisted. Don't and you went to the United States because the zone pimped your ass. Just like Canelo started to find out that guarantee money come with a pimp. That's why he didn't sign you UK bums. That's why Deontay Wilder didn't sign. Because the zone pimping them boys, telling them what the fuck to do. So hey man.
I mean, not necessarily because the zone want to fight in the USA and it don't seem like it's happening in the USA. So
but I know, but what I'm trying to say, the reason why he came over here the first time is because he got checked to do it. It wasn't like he just was like, oh, I can't wait to come over here. But nah, man, don't be talking like we some side dish. We the main dish player. You making little bucks over there. You made your biggest money over here. Don't play with us.
That man being like a nationalist, you know what I'm saying? He from where he from.
I mean, the zone did make him fight in the U.S., man. Remember, he wanted Dillian Whyte in the U.K. on April.
I don't think he wanted Dillian Whyte in the U.K. I think he wanted Big Baby Miller, to be honest with you. Did he want Big Baby?
No, he
wanted Wilder. No. He wanted that Wilder at Wembley. That's what he wanted.
They made Dillian Whyte an offer.
Yeah, but they made him like a $3 million offer or some shit, like some little shit.
Exactly, and the same offer they gave it to Big Baby, and the zone put the rest. Remember, that's why it was rumored.
I think they gave Big Baby like 5, and the zone put like another 2 on top of that shit.
I thought it got to 6 or 4.5. I don't know, but there's an article. Keith Idek wrote we talked about it and used the article in the past. So if you want, you can find it. Stainless Boomerang, talk to me.
What up, Stainless?
Going once, twice. Is you working? All goody. R&V, I mean, you want some? You want some more, Mike?
I mean, I was just trying to say that we need to harp more on Joshua and his attitude. Like he tripping, bro. Like I don't know what them boys be drinking over the UK retarded juice, or they don't understand the concept of life. But they talk like like we stupid. Like Spencer just come on here and try to beat around the bush. The man changed his last name. That's some. Well, we talking some homo stuff. Oh, your last name you might change your first to be part of the crew. You know, ASAP. Everybody ASAP. But your last name, my G, you trip.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, it's all good. I got brothers too and shit, but like, I just, like when you get introduced, you be like, nah, that ain't my brother. But I get it, man. I don't know, whatever, man. Who are we to tell him who's his brother? It's just weird for us that you got a whole new first and last name. You could be anybody's brother. It's like I said, like, me and Mike, that's my brother, you know what I'm saying? But like, damn, I ain't going around, Ness Gross in this bitch. Yo, and matter of fact, I gotta lose the first name too. I need a whole new first name. I can't even be Ness Gross no more. I can't be Ness and shit. What the fuck? H Money on the ring. What up with the boomy?
What up, H?
Yo, Ness, man, I'm just staying on topic, man. Andy Ruiz, dog. He really ducking the UK, man. I mean, great fighters like Lennox Lewis did come out the UK, knocking out everybody. I mean, we all know Deontay Wilder is the best, and it takes two to tangle. So this is the big fight that we want to make for the big money, the biggest possible fight in boxing. Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. All Anthony Joshua has to do is knock out Andy Ruiz. It shouldn't be hard. That's Andy Ruiz, the next Butterbean. Come on, man. Stephen A. Smith said it first. Not me. Don't get mad at me. He's out of shape, man. He said he going on a diet. He buying all these new cars. He hasn't been training this. It's not like the first fight. He's rich now. Andy Ruiz, he doesn't have the same hunger. The money changed him. Hey, look, he gonna get knocked out. Anthony Joshua, just like Lennox Lewis versus Hakeem Rahman, the rematch. Hey, remember I said it first. I'm taking all bets. Whoever want to bet, I got Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn. Matchroom boxing. Let's go.
Well, all right there. Thanks for calling in, H Money. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Final thoughts are, I'm psyched, man. And the world is, man. H Money said something right about the views, The rematch got 13 million. AJ versus Vlad has 12. See that? So that's huge. 13 million in that short time. I mean, there's interest, man. Let's go. Let's get this one done. Let's get us a date, a venue, Hopefully, somewhere we can go. I mean, that Saudi Arabia shit is like, we not invited. Mike said that's invite only, so... Yeah, man, that's
I don't mean it like that, but nigga, it's like based on your paper. It's gonna be invite only.
Okay. I thought you really meant like they was gonna invite people, which is still cool. Like I just figured like, they're gonna invite some stars and shit like that. Drake will be there, things like that.
I don't know how many people will like actually go because of the politics
the risk,
over there.
The risk. All right, man. Yeah.
Follow me on IG at Gross1911, on Twitter at Gross2312. Yeah, I'm excited, ready for the rematch. Glad to see AJ finally do an interview and really quiet all the naysayers on what he should and shouldn't do with his career. Glad to see him taking the rematch and pretty much doing what I thought he was going to do this whole time. But yeah, man, on to the next.